This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Mars. Is it a candy bar, a company, a planet, or did I misspell the word maps? It's Monday, November 13th, 2023. Welcome to Monday,
There
Chris.
we go. We are welcomed. Hello.
Do you ever eat candy, Chris?
I have eaten candy.
How much candy do you think you've eaten in pounds over the years?
In pounds?
Yes. How many pounds of candy would you say you've had? Because I'm going to go with, I've probably had 100 pounds of candy in my 38 years of life.
100 pounds of candy?
Yep. After all the trick-or-treating, all the church carnivals.
All right, I'm thinking here.
Good behavior.
I don't know. It might be just, I imagine it's less than yours because I just don't like lots of candy.
Oh, really? What's your favorite candy?
Although the candy that I do like weighs more and is usually in larger volumes.
Is it Toblerone?
It's Toblerone.
Toblerone?
I've always been confused about how to say that. Chocolate. I do like chocolate. That's,
Okay.
Chocolate.
Dark
and
chocolate? Mint chocolate?
Chocolate in general, and then things with like nuts, like peanuts and cashews and whatnot inside of
Okay.
it. That kind of stuff.
Interesting. Tell me how you
So-
feel about caramel or caramel.
If it's by itself, no, not at all.
I'm with you.
Sugar stuff, nope. But if it's with chocolate and nuts of some sort, like the Snickers bar is fine, you know.
I'm with you on that.
It's got all the things in it.
Great.
So,
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the podcast. This is Another Great Day where we talk about candy. So if you like candy, you've come to the right place. But if you like solo caramel, you are not in the right place. I'm
you
just
are also
kidding.
in the right place.
No,
You're welcome here too.
We love you all, even if you like gross candy. All right, well, welcome. I keep saying mean things. I'm sorry. I'm joking. All right, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Yeah, if you heard Friday's show, then you know that on Friday we actually hit our 1 year anniversary of doing this, Chris. That's amazing to me. But enough about us. Let's go ahead and move on to us with this next segment called Bad Movie Descriptions. Yes, Bad Movie Descriptions, the segment where Chris and I will each take turns describing a movie poorly, but succinctly, and we're going to see if you can guess what it is.
That's right.
All right, Chris, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sitting down?
I'm sitting on the edge of my seat.
Okay, let's do this. All right. Number 1. An alien accidentally gets left on Earth and he makes a friend.
I know this. In fact, I described this movie to Geneva the other day.
Really? Did you describe it poorly like I just did?
Kind of. I did it because she had Reese's Pieces in her Halloween stash,
Nice.
and she thought they were M&Ms. And I was like,
Lo and
they're quite
behold.
different, and there's a reason why they're popular, and the reason is E.T. the movie.
That's right, Chris. It's E.T. Come on down.
All right. Thank you for the $5.
No problem.
All right, I'll put that right
The
over
price
here
is right
in the
here.
$5 bucket, where it will just sit.
All right, you ready?
All right, I got one for you.
Hit me.
There's a man outside in precipitation using vocalizations that are melodic in nature.
Singing in the Rain. Yeah.
That's right. That is right.
What an interesting way to change out all of the words to their synonyms almost. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
What's that game where you can't say the word?
Is it Balderdash?
Is it Balderdash?
I think it is
One of those?
Balderdash. Shout out to Balderdash. An excellent game. All right, you ready for number 2?
All right, let's do it.
All right, how you guys doing at home? Hopefully you're keeping up here. All right, here we go. Number 2. A man uses his wrestling skills to help people.
Wrestling. Is this Nacho Libre?
This is Nacho Libre.
I've never fully watched the movie,
It is,
which I've heard is very funny.
quite frankly, it's the greatest movie ever made.
And apparently quite quotable.
Absolutely.
Very quotable.
Do you not know? No, I'm just kidding. I won't say that quote. All right, what you got for me? Number 2.
All right.
I know-
Here it is.
Yeah.
2, and this one we may have done before, so I'm confused. I don't remember.
It's okay.
My memory is what it is.
We can have fun twice.
I'm in. Speaking of twice, 2 friends want to get rid of some jewelry very badly.
Oh no, they're trying to get rid of jewelry. This is a tough one. 2 friends want to get Lord of the Rings.
There it is.
That's excellent. Oh, that was great.
Sam and Frodo want to get rid of that ring.
That's right. A ring is jewelry. That's great. Can I tell you the movie that I thought of first, though?
What did you think of?
I don't know why, I thought of Ocean's 11. I was like, they're not trying to get rid of jewelry. They're trying to like steal a bunch of stuff. So
it's true.
All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed today's segment called Bad Movie Descriptions. All right, Chris, let's go ahead and move on, and that'll bring us to this day in history. Chris,
all right.
Would you like to present this day in history for the listening audience?
This day in 1833, a great meteor storm came down on the sky over the skies of North America.
Wow.
It's estimated, it's just called the Great Meteor Storm of 1833.
I like that name.
One estimate of the peak rate is over 100,000 meteors an hour.
Wow.
Wait. Did I read that right? 100,000 meteors an hour? I thought it was 1,000 meteors an hour. I read that wrong.
100,000.
Earlier, I read it wrong.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot.
Okay. Well, another said that as the storm abated, it may have been estimated around 240,000 meteors during the 9 hours. Either way, that would have been spectacular.
Yes, if those were $20 bills, I would be happy about either of those estimates falling out of the sky.
This was also marked by several Native American nations. The Cheyenne established a peace treaty during the event.
Okay.
Commemorating it. And then the Lakota calendar was reset.
So they said, all right, back to day one.
Yes. Wow. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Well, I mean, that's a pretty significant thing. We had that eclipse recently. That was kind of neat.
And
you know what's neat about this too, Chris, is everyone got to enjoy this the same.
Yeah.
You just look up in 1833. You probably didn't have a telescope handy unless you were a fancy person. You
also,
just look up.
I wonder if people knew it was going to happen. I knew that so this is part of the Leonid meteor shower that happens every year. And they knew about it in general, but this year specifically had a just tremendous amount. So I wonder if people were waiting on it and being like, let's watch it. Or if they were random farmer in the night sky looked up and was amazed by the crazy shower of glittering sky things.
All sorts of space rocks falling to the earth. I would like to have one day, like Joe Dirt when he found the space meteor.
No.
All right, well, that'll do it for this day in history. Let's move on to our question of the day. All right, today's question of the day is, what memory do you have of staying up all night?
All night.
So take a minute, pause the show, discuss this with those around you, especially if they're strangers. They'll love that. Just kidding. Chris almost spat his drink out just now. All right, Chris, I have a memory.
You do?
I have a memory I'd like to share with you and the listening audience.
All right.
All right, listening audience and Chris, once upon a time, it was 3rd grade, and I was staying the night at my friend Greg Marshall's house. He was my best friend. We were staying up late, and we said, let's see if we can stay up all night. And so we watched the cartoon 70s Hobbit movie.
Oh, dear.
And then around 2 a.m., we watched the cartoon Lord of the Rings movie.
So our friends in McFalls just recently watched the 70s Hobbit movie because Beckham had as you recently just read the whole book.
It's a great book. Great reenactment.
I've not seen it since high school, and I'm afraid to go back and look at it because it seems
you
really
don't want
silly.
it to be tainted in your brain. Yeah, no. Yeah, so we stayed up, and whenever Frodo sees Gandalf at his door, he does a little dance and spins in a circle because he's so happy, and we thought that was the funniest thing we'd ever seen. And we laughed and we laughed and we laughed until his mom came out and said, shut it, go to bed. So that was as far as we got. How about you?
Well, in high school, I went to a very small high school.
How small was it?
It was 14 people in the graduating class.
Oh, that sounds decent.
So for 3 years, I went to this high school. And they had at the end of the year, the seniors had a special graduation party kind of thing called Project Graduation. A lot of high schools do similar things where they have a big fun activity after the graduation. And but I guess because the school's so small, they invited the whole high school to it, not just the senior class. So I was a junior and there was a freshman guy, who was my friend. And we were also there, and we were in the gym hanging out all night, and we decided to...
So fun.
Yeah, we were just messing around, shooting hoops, and doing all the silly games they had, and listening to music and things. And then, about 5 a.m., So we actually made it.
Whoa.
We decided to go back like 2 blocks away to his house and set up a tent in his yard and sleep in on the Saturday. And we couldn't get the tent set up because we laughed so much.
Oh, we
had entered that state of delirium.
Yes.
Where the Frodo dance.
Yes. It gets you.
And I don't know, man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Another time I didn't make it all night. We tried to stay up, and I think it was 3rd grade also playing Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, what a great game. Well, honorary mention for me would be we had a band lock-in in the 8th grade, and we were at a sports facility, like a Planet Fitness kind of place. And it was the night that The Edge, which was their local alternative radio station, decided to play Barbie Girl by Aqua on repeat for about 8 hours.
What?
And so that played the entire time we were in our lockout. It was horrible. Or lock-in, rather.
That's torturous.
Indeed. All right, great talk today, Chris. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick break and check in with our dad joke correspondent on location. Come in, Wes.
Hey, do you guys know how to plan a space party? You plan it. Have another great day.
That joke was out of this world.
We'll be right back. All right, well, out of the dad joke fire and into the furnace of Proverbs. No, that doesn't work. Into the green fields of Proverbs.
Of wisdom.
Let's get wise and civilized, as Pastor Tommy would say. All right, today's word of wisdom comes to us from the book of Proverbs. We're still in Proverbs 25, and we will be all week. Chapter 25, verse 13.
All right, 13. It says, trustworthy messengers refresh like snow in summer. They revive the spirit of their employer.
Ooh, what a great word picture. The Amplified says, like the cold of snow brought from the mountains in the time of harvest, so is a faithful messenger to those who send him, for he refreshes the life of his masters.
Ice on a hot summer day.
That sounds wonderful.
That's what trustworthiness is like.
I really like that. It's a relief. It's a pleasant thing.
Indeed.
All right. Well, let's hit the music and call it a day, Chris. Our mission here on another great day is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
And thank you for tuning in. If you're joining the podcast, please take a minute to rate and review us on a favorite podcast app. Share us on social media.
And if you're confused, we're trying to say these things to the beat. We're not just breaking up.
It's breaking. I can't hear you anymore, Aaron.
Well, stop it, Chris. You're not breaking up.
I'm sitting right next to you, so you can hear me.
Well, listen, whether you like our shenanigans or not, we hope you make it another
great
day.
Hey.
We'll see you tomorrow. Good job.
Thanks, Shia LaBeouf.